talk about drilling, ceramic drilling and glass drilling. It's very easy. It sounds very complicated, but it's very easy. Say you get gifted this beautiful Phalaenopsis. It is very beautiful, but it comes in this little pot, so it's kind of easy to water, but this one has no airflow and it's bad for the roots. And I see people just killing these all the time, even at Lowe's or at Home Depot. By the time you get them, the flowers are all wilting, the roots are all rotted, because you know they really don't know, or they really don't care about the plant. They'll go ahead and water it until it's watered. All right, so first thing you want to do is get yourself some decent drill bits. Some decent drill bits. I got these off of this tool shop. They're I'm not sure what size they are. I think this one's 1/4 inch. This one's slightly bigger, probably. I don't know. I don't do fractions, but they're diamond coated and they're really good. I've been using these for a long time. For this little pot, I'm gonna go ahead and do a small hole in it, and I'm gonna show you how. Oh, and this is for semi-hydroponic setup. First, I get my water hose. I set it on something that gives me a small amount of water. Let's just go ahead and do mist. Okay, I got my beautiful assistant right here. See the water? I'm gonna do this like this, and when I do the glass one, I'll go ahead and give you guys a better view. So I get my drill bit. All set. And pick a good location. I like it directly behind the leaf. And remember, the water's gonna leak out at the bottom of the hole. I've done this a couple of times where I leave it way too low and the hole's too big, and I only get like probably like 1/8 of an inch of water in there. Noob. You also got to remember that the bottom is thick and it's like 1/4 of an inch up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it slightly under an inch. To get a good hole going, you want to come in at an angle. They sell some tools or jigs where you could go ahead and do it directly parallel. You could do it at the perfect angle, at the right angle on any surface, but you don't have to have that. That thing's like $50, and especially for something with the curb, it's gonna need another attachment, another $40. You don't want it. You could just do it at an angle, go at it very deep, like at a very steep angle, and then as it's cutting, you can kind of feel it that it's grabbing, and you go ahead and go to a 90-degree angle. Let's start. The reason you want the water going is to get, first of all, to cool it off, because it gets very hot and this thing spins really fast. If you don't have a high power drill like this one, you could do it at a slower pace. It'll just take a lot longer. I'm doing this takes me with this guy about 45 seconds to a minute. And on my old drill, on my old Craftsman, it would take me between 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, depending if I was using ceramic or glass. Glass would take me a little bit longer. You have to be a lot more careful with glass. We'll talk more about that further on, but I already got like a good start going. Let me go over there. I got a good start going. I don't know if you can see the groove, you know, a little circle. It's almost there. I can actually see it on the other side. Let's finish her up. Okay, as you're nearing the inside, you can kind of see it from the other side. I guess the heat changes the color, or maybe it's the light. Yeah, it's the light trying to pass through. You want to slow down. Make sure you're not moving your drill around. You got a good firm grip, and you got a good grip on the pot. You don't want it to lock up and twist it. It'll twist out of your hand. That's very rare. That's only like if you get scared and you move or you jump when it's going through. It starts getting louder, you know. So as you're doing it, you have to be very, very calm and firm grips, and don't ram it in there. You gotta just let the weight of the drill go ahead and guide you. Perfect. You know, it's kind of rough on the inside, but oh, well, actually, no. I guess, no, it looks pretty good. Perfect. So, get your little dude right here. If you want, you could remove the stick. You could use the stick, but I like seeing the flower do its own thing. I'm gonna wet it to loosen it up. Boom. Actually, new roots. Very nice. I'll go ahead and bring my trash can. Like repotting, be very careful. Mind the roots. This is crazy. They just pack this in here, and it's very bad for the roots. The roots need a lot of air, a lot of oxygen. They need to have a little dry out period. This is just, yeah, there's already some rotting in there. Yellow roots, no good. I'm gonna keep them though. I have seen yellow roots recover. I think they just need to dry out. Surprisingly, very healthy roots. This is beautiful. This is one of the nicest root system I've seen so far from discount Lowe's Phalaenopsis. Look at these guys. Beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse them off to get the rest off. I actually blast it with water. Don't tell anybody. All right, I blasted it with water. None of the roots fell off. I've seen people say like, oh, gentle water, you know, rinse them out with lukewarm water. Here I have my hydroton soaking in some, where's my trash? In some Super Thrive. I thought the roots were gonna be in very bad condition. I know this guy's gonna have really bad roots. So I only do that when I know the plant needs a little bit more help in the rooting, to root in the hydroton. And you know, a little vitamins never hurt anything. So this is how I start semi-hydroponics. Okay, so like I said, the bottom part of the hole, that is where the water is going to leak out. So you want to fill up to there with hydroton. The reason behind that is that you don't want the roots, the longest roots, to be soaking and just drowning in the water. So I'm about there. I can't show you, can I? Let me see. You can see that? You see the little hole? Once there, you can go ahead and start standing. Look at this. Look at this. Very nice. Since they're so long, I'm gonna go ahead and put some beads on top of that and just keep lowering it down, adding more of the media. And I like having some of the roots sticking out of the pot, so I don't bury them that deep. Again, these roots need the oxygen, they need air. Once you're about halfway, try to tuck in the beads in between the roots. It also helps to bounce it around, not a lot. You don't try to go really high up. You'll be pulling out the roots that are in the bottom. Try to fill in every little gap. By doing this, it really does help anchor the plant. Since these guys are really top heavy, just push it in there. Don't crush it, you know, with all your might. Just tuck it in with your finger. You'll feel the media grinding up with itself, but you're not trying to make powder out of it. And we're done. You know, well, I think I should put the stick. Was it this one? Normally don't use a stick, but this guy is very top heavy. And that's it. I know the tag's probably annoying most of you, but I'll cut it off later. And that's it. Isn't that beautiful? I didn't center the hole, but it's all right. Who's gonna see it? We're gonna go ahead and make a hole in this guy. This is just regular vase. You know, I got this at the 99-cent store. Cheap, affordable, works well. I'm going to be doing the hole with the bigger bit. It's a bigger volume. The other one, it takes forever for it to drain out. I like it to flush out. So again, same method, very sharp angle, and then gradually bring it back up until you get a good 90-degree angle going. I have my water hose on mist. You can have it on drip. I can't get this thing to drip, but dripping's better. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a little bit of mist going here. I also have it clamped onto the table. No, there you go, perfect. I don't want it to drown my Sapaliads. And remember, take your time, and don't ram it in there. It has to be very slow and gradual. You'll see. That's what I get for trying to look at the camera at the same time. My feet are getting wet. Well, I thought I was 9 degrees to it, but see, I have a little crescent moon going. My feet are getting wet, and that sucks. I like to wet the inside. You know, it helps cool it down some more. When the glasses get hot, you don't want it to get too hot and burst on you. Again, let the weight of the drill do all the work for you. Okay, I got a groove going on there. Complete circle now. That looks very good to me. And gotta keep doing it. Gotta keep going. Okay, I felt it jiggle around a little bit. That's mostly because I have it at a weird angle. I'm trying to get it on the camera, but try to get a comfortable grip on everything and try to stay very balanced and level, and try not to move around a bit like me. Oh, what happened? There it is. Saw that? Like butter. Little pieces in there. I'll get it out later. Turn this guy off. Actually, I want to rinse it out. One thing you gotta take for consideration is that this is glass and it will be very sharp. So to finish it off, hit it with some sandpaper, an emery cloth or anything. You could even use a nail file. Get a fine nail file and just work it in there, you know, just around the bevel, because this is where your finger's gonna go. Me, I really don't care because I have gross man hands. So it's really not that bad. The inside will cut you, but I don't think you're gonna go in there and scrub it and be all Miss Neat Freak. All that, get all the algae out. Again, I'm gonna take this guy out since it's in wood bark. Since this guy's in, you didn't see that. Wood chips, it's gonna make a huge mess. You don't ever want to reuse the media. No good. So just throw all this stuff in here. Making a mess, making a mess, making a mess. I feel terrible for this guy. He is beautiful. No. Oh, not that bad. There's not a lot of dead roots. Well, these guys are. No, they're not that bad. All of them feel real great. It's that pseudobulb that was gone, and let me see if I could rescue this guy. The good thing about the semi-hydro is that it also dries it up a little bit. All of these orchids need a little time of getting dry. Once again, you fill it up to the hole with Hydroton. Try to use the ones that float first, Some of these are floating, some of them are sinking in the bottom. I like to use the ones that sink in the bottom on the top. They absorb more water and they're heavier. Okay, that looks about right. Go ahead and attack it. I'm starting to think this cup's a little bit too too small for this guy. That's all right. Over here I'm separating the root balls and getting some root action in the media. Normally I chop off all the roots. I cut them out, but since this guy's sick or on his way out, I don't think that's a really good option for me. There you have it. Wish me luck, guys. So that's pretty much it. I made a mess. Any questions, any suggestions, go ahead and feel free to comment below. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Thanks.